大家好，我是文伦，今天帮大家带来的是热火金块第二战后的访谈精华。按照惯例，我们先简单回复一下比赛。这场比赛热火一开赛就变阵，有鉴于 Game 1被金块屡屡利用身材优势在篮下单打，热火教练 Spoelstra 大胆启用在塞尔提克系列被大量针对，而已经连续3场都没有上场的 Kevin Love， 用他来增加锋线的高度跟身材，这让 Game 1第一节常出现的 Gordon 单打矮一截的热火锋卫球员画面没有再出现。虽然防守能力不是特别强，但 Love 靠身高跟吨位就可以在禁区适当的给协防。Love 今天的上场时间是12场以来的新高，而且在22分钟里就抢了10个篮板，正负值也是球队第2高的正18，暂时解决了 Game 1被 Gordon 肆虐禁区的问题。更重要的是，他让 Bam 出去守 Jokic 时，热火内线不要再那么脆弱，大幅降低了 Bam 身上的防守压力。不然以 Bam 现在要得分，要守 Jokic 又要协防，我真的不知道他还可以撑多久。尽管这场比赛防守专注度输了热火一大截，尤其是 Michael Porter Jr. 跟 KCP 两个人都犯了多次防守上的错误。第一节，两人在一次单纯挡拆后就出现了沟通失误，两个人都守持球的 Vincent 给了底线的 Strus 比海还大的空档。这球是非常简单普遍的挡拆，而且比赛也才刚开始，会出现这么离谱的沟通错误，实在不应该。从 KCP 的反应来看，这球应该是要换防，要算在 Michael Porter Jr. 头上。不过 KCP 自己这场比赛也犯了非常多错误，光是对3分射手无谓的犯规就有2次，而且2次都是在进攻时限即将到达时，平白送给了热火6次罚球机会。第3节9分37秒的这球，老实说我完全看不懂 Michael Porter Jr. 在守什么。看起来金块是正常的盯人防守，但他突然就离开了自己看守的 Vincent。考虑到这球打挡拆的是 Bam 跟 Butler， 有一种可能是金块教练团示意，当打挡拆的是 Bam 跟 Butler， 热火2个得分能力最强的球员时，弱边的其中一个球员要来协防，所以 Michael Porter Jr. 的初始站位不一定是有问题的。但是当 play 继续发展下去 ，Butler 自杀式切入到篮筐下方后，他的身边还有2个金块球员防守他，自己也处于非常不利进攻的篮筐正下方。但 Michael Porter Jr. 居然就这样站在篮筐下方，不积极包夹，也不复位去守外线的 Vincent， 就这样一直站在一个很尴尬，而且实际上完全没有作为的地方。Butler 因为 Michael Porter Jr. 的错误多了传球的选项，把球传给外线的 Vincent。那虽然 Michael Porter Jr. 犯了错，但每个球员都会犯错，所以单纯犯错这件事我是能接受的。我不能接受的是他这种犯了错以后还很散漫、慢跑出去外线 close out 的态度。又或者是这种轻易被骗跳后也不尝试弥补的 play。总的来说，2场过后，我还是认为整体实力是金块较优，因为 Jokic 牵制力实在太巨大了，而且今年季后赛也没有任何球队可以阻止他。但是金块也不是没有弱点，第一，他们缺乏稳定的第3得分点。Gordon 虽然这系列前2场打得不错，但毕竟得分不是他的强项。Michael Porter Jr. 冠军赛2场下来更是只有 9.5 分 ，Field Goal 是24投7中，3分9更是只有17投3中，我都快以为他是上一轮对手的黄色1号了。第二，虽然我今年没有特别观察金块，但季后赛也看了大概有10场比赛，我发现他们在领先时非常容易松懈，缺乏把对手往死里打，提前结束比赛的杀手特质，而这正是热火这种天赋才华不特别高，但是球队纪律非常好的优点。他们从不放弃比赛，就算一路落后也继续死缠烂打。很多时候你觉得比赛内容感觉起来2队实力有落差，但热火就是能把比数了在5到10分，不被拉开太多。进入决胜期后，他们在靠着坚强的防守，还有例如今天跳出来的 Robinson 一举拿下比赛。Jokic 跟金块的天赋毋庸置疑，但是如果他们继续让热火续命下去，这把火可能很快就会烧到自己身上。
Jimmy, Nick Friedel, ESPN. You played on a lot of mentally tough teams over the course of your career. What is it about this specific team that makes them so resilient, especially in this run that you guys are on?
I just think nobody cares on our team. We're not worried about what anybody thinks. We're so focused in on what we do well and who we are as a group that at the end of the day, that's what we fall back on. Make or miss shots, we're going to be who we are because we're not worried about anybody else. It's how it's been all year long, and that's not going to change. So that's what I think it is. I think it's the I don't give a damn factor.
First row in center. Hey, Jimmy, Wes Goldberg, Locked On Network. It's not often that Jokic has more turnovers than assists. Like, what was the key defensively for you guys? What do you think bothered him?
Some ball pressure, getting back, getting our hands on loose balls, and just challenging every pass, every shot. I mean, he's a hell of a player. He passes the ball so incredibly well. Obviously, he can score the ball like he did tonight, but when we get the opportunity to turn the ball over and get out into the open floor, I feel as though we have to do that, and we did a decent job of that tonight.
Paulo Antunes, ESPN Brazil. A popular narrative before this series started was how Denver was maybe going to have a physical advantage in the paint. And it seems like you've really played well here in these last two games, right? 26 points in game one, had some very important plays in today's game. Do you feel like you come into this series with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder? Everybody talking about Nikola Jokic and how he's going to dominate the paint and everything?
My bad. They got Moss here. Biggest thing for us is we've heard all the noise throughout the whole playoffs. Biggest thing for us, we have a will, we have a belief, and we keep finding ways to win.
Right side, second row.
Bam, Tyler King, Denver Gazette. We've seen this lineup before with Caleb starting. Obviously, it was what you guys used early in the postseason. But going from game one to game two, how much did you feel the difference early on, just having his size out there? I know he only played 22-some minutes tonight, but overall, how impactful was he for you guys?
I mean, Caleb's impactful even when he's not in the game. You come to the bench, he's always talking to you, telling you what he sees. You know, Caleb's been here, what, 5 times? 4 times? So he's seen everything but the win at this point. So, you know, the biggest thing for us is I'm glad he's on our team. You know, he gives us that extra energy, that extra spark, whatever we need, and, you know, he's all hands on deck.
You know, regardless of how the head coach feels like during the fourth quarter, our guys love to compete. They love to put themselves out there in those moments of truth. And fortunately, we were able to make a lot of big defensive plays, you know, down the stretch, and then we got a lot of contributions, which you're going to need against a team like this. You know, that some of that run happened with JB on the bench. Their run in the second quarter happened with Jokic on the bench. But Duncan's minutes were really good. You know, Kyle just has this veteran championship experience that just kind of settles everybody, and he just makes the big appropriate plays, or big plays at the appropriate times, and then bam. You know, we just can't say enough of how difficult his responsibilities are in this series. To take arguably the toughest cover in the league for all the myriad of reasons that I don't need to get into. And then he has to shoulder a big offensive role for us as well. So it's not like he can just stand and rest on the offensive side. And yes, he has to play 40-plus minutes as well.